How's it going, my friend? Dan DeSilva here, and welcome to the very first video of the e-commerce training that we have for you, that we have laid out for you. So in this particular video, I'm actually going to go ahead and lay out everything for you in regards to the introduction and then really helping you understand e-commerce, and we're really going to build into it. So if you're a beginner, this is great for you because you're going to have the ability to learn about, well, what e-commerce is if you've never heard of it, etc. So what I really want to let you know is that this is going to take somebody who's a brand new person, maybe you might be brand new to dropshipping, whatever it is, and essentially what I'm going to go ahead and do is go out there and walk you through everything. Every single little nick and cranny when it comes out to, e-commerce, because there's a lot of different ways that you can go about doing e-commerce. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is, what is e-commerce actually? E-commerce is just internet commerce, okay? So just kind of understand that right now. But the way we speak about e-commerce, we really go into the drop shipping and whatnot, either in-house fulfillment. We'll talk about all of this. We talk about drop shipping, in-house, and white labeling. And again, we'll get to that in a little bit. But e-commerce in general is just internet commerce. Keep that in mind. Now, e-commerce falls under physical products and digital products as well. So when somebody says e-commerce, it's not just physical products. E-commerce is internet commerce. It's, buying stuff online. So that's what it really falls under. However, in our case, we're going to be talking about physical products because whenever we say e-commerce, online, people automatically assume that it's just physical products. And in our case, that is the assumption. That's the correct assumption. And like I said before, in our case, e-commerce is selling physical products on an online storefront, and we're going to run ads with Facebook and Instagram to generate us sales. Now, we're really just going to focus on Facebook in this particular mini course because it's the fastest way. It's literally going up, putting up an ad, and you can have sales start coming in right away. So this is pretty much what e-commerce is. It's very simple. It's nothing too complicated. So just kind of keep that in mind that when we talk about e-commerce, we're talking about physical products. So now you might bear the question, who is e-commerce for? And e-commerce is for anyone looking to generate a steady income of, let's just say $500 to $1,000 per day at beginner levels. Now, I will say that this is a pretty high estimate, $500 to $1,000 per day on a beginner level. I'm talking, if this is your first time ever hearing about e-commerce, then most likely $500 to $1,000 a day within the first week or so is not that likely. However, I'd say once you start getting a grasp of it within, maybe 30, 40 days, hitting $500 to $1,000 a day is actually fairly easy. Once you understand, get the fundamentals, and you're able to go out there and create e-commerce assets, that number is not hard at all. As a matter of fact, that number is actually quite low for those who actually know how to go out there and create a storefront properly. And e-commerce doesn't require lots of work or dedication on your end, because once you pretty much set it up, you just have to kind of monitor your ads, and you can let it run on complete autopilot depending on how you set it up. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, it does not require a lot of work or dedication on your side, but in the beginning, I will require more of your attention, and I will require, more input from you actually going out there and creating a store. And e-commerce is for you if you're looking to build once and create and monitor ads for, I'd say, 1 hour to 2 hours per day. So you build it once, all right, and all you have to do is run some ads and let it run and monitor your ads. Now, if you want to add more products, that's different. Maybe you can take 15, 20 minutes out of your day to add more products to your store. There's apps that you can use, etc. So when it comes down to it, all you really have to focus on, the real pivotal point to an e-commerce store, successful one, is just monitoring your ads and knowing what data to look at. Now, if this sounds a little confusing to you, don't worry. Like I said, I'm giving you the overview right now on what e-commerce is, who it's for, and we're really going to break this stuff down over the course of the next few 20-something videos that we have for you. So automated sales, 24/7, 365. Once you set up your store following our strategy, you'll be able to be up and running in under 24 hours. That's the goal here, okay? So I'm giving 24 hours based on the fact that not everybody is an e-commerce expert and not everybody has gone out there and set up a store ever. So 24 hours for somebody brand new, this is your first time ever hearing about e-commerce, that's what I'm going to put as a goal for us. 24 hours, just that simple, doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. So our strategy for generating sales to our store almost instantly is just as simple as creating the store itself. So when we actually go out there and pretty much start running ads to it, you're gonna realize how easy it is, and I do have a strategy in here. So I'd say around videos 13 to 18, I'm gonna go out there and show you how to use Facebook and the strategy that I'm using right now. And I'm actually gonna even give you examples of me running these type of campaigns and how profitable they are. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you one campaign where I think we've spent maybe $50,000, $60,000 and we've gone ahead and generated around $250,000 back. And it's following the strategy that I'm gonna show you. So it's very, very powerful what I'm gonna be showing you. But once you create your store, you're pretty much done with the process unless you wanna add more products, which again, like I said before, takes around 15-20 minutes to add another product into your store. It's actually really fast. And there's apps out there that allow you to do it even faster. It allows you to do it in like 3 minutes or so. But again, for our purposes, we're gonna go out there and really focus on building the store rapidly and then going and start running ads to it following our strategy. So scaling your e-commerce business. So e-commerce is by far the easiest business model to scale because you can sell physical products to literally everybody and anybody in the world. There's no limits on who you can reach and where you can reach. Now, this is pretty powerful given the fact that, you can be selling in the USA and then scale out to a different country. Like I say right here, you can start in the US, and with our strategy, you can scale to any other country in the world, meaning that you aren't tied down to a geographical location with this business model, allowing you to have endless scaling capabilities. Especially with the route, the business model that we're gonna be following, it allows you to scale super, super rapidly because how the customer receives the product is actually anywhere in the world. And the supplier takes care of all the shipping and handling for you. So it allows you to rapidly, and I keep saying that rapidly because I want you to understand it actually is pretty dang fast on how you can scale up your store if you follow this strategy. So that's e-commerce in a nutshell. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the type of e-commerce businesses that you can get involved with. Because again, there's a bunch of different routes, actually 3 of them, so it's not really that much. But there's 3 different routes that you can go ahead and get involved with. And I'm going to break down what they are for you, the pros, the cons, and really just everything there is to these business models. So again, let's dive into that video right now, and I'll see you there.